We're into the post-lunch session here on day 3 of the Esri Southern Africa User Conference. Absolutely delighted to be welcoming Unarine Thsilande from the Rand Water team up in Joburg. Always a pleasure to have people from Joburg with us today. Tell us a bit about the work that you're doing, Unarine, in the Rand Water space and the work with GIS.
Okay, thank you so much, Peter, and I'm glad to be here with you. So I'm from Rand Water, which is one of the bulk water supply company within South Africa. We supply potable water to almost 18 million people in Gauteng. So I'm specifically located in the GIS section, which is under strategic asset management. So our role is to manage all the assets of Rand Water using the GIS technology. So I'm overseeing all the initiatives and projects that are assisting the organization in terms of managing our assets.
So I'm guessing that on the one hand, Rand Water owns quite a lot of land. It owns a lot of infrastructure in terms of bulk water, treatment works, etc. And then obviously it's got its pipe network, which are the subterranean. Tell me a bit about how you've gone about over the last few years updating systems using innovation. That's what seems to be the theme of these last few days. Tell us a bit about what you've seen over the last few years that have really changed the way that you and the Rand Water team have been thinking about your data management.
Yeah, no, true. I think data management is quite a complex issue because you need to be very specific in terms of which system are you using in order to make sure that you get the right information for whatever you are working on. So within the organization, we have quite a few applications that are used to manage the asset. We've got applications like your Maximo, your SEP, as well as your GIS system. But from our side, we are using the GIS technology, which is the Esri software, in order to manage some of this system as well as the database. And our infrastructure have grown over the years, wherein you find that there's information where it has extended due to the demand of the population within certain area. And I think one of the challenges that we have is the issue of leaks within our pipeline. We've got issue of encroachment as well, wherein you find that there are infrastructure that are built within our network, as well as having which then cause leaks in those infrastructure. So GIS has been assisting us in terms of managing those aspects or managing those challenges.
How does it come? I mean, Rand Water, I assume, has a multi-billion rand annual capital budget, is a very hierarchical structure with a board that is presented to. How do you use Esri's products and thinking to shape the decision-making in the boardroom? How do you, what is it you're using to reflect the information to the people who don't know the backside of the software?
And you know the interesting part about the GIS software itself, anyone who's not even having experience with GIS, they are able to interpret and be able to view the information. So we've got dashboards that we've created that the executive and the management are using to monitor some of our activities in our pipeline. If you look at the one dashboard that we have that talks to the pipeline condition, that's monitoring the condition of our pipeline in terms of whether there are any risks that are related to that particular pipeline. And this was done by a consultant wherein they've factors that they've used in order to come up with sort of like a risk score in those specific pipeline to say this pipeline is of high risk or medium risk or low risk. And then Rand Water then find effort to then attend to those pipeline that are of high risk. So that dashboard is very useful and is assisting the organization to monitor those pipelines. And over and above that, we've got a reservoir dashboard that monitors the levels of our reservoir so that you are even able to have an idea if a reservoir levels have went down. So those are some of the technology that is assisting the organization.
A lot of the work that you do, I would assume, involves intergovernmental cooperation, particularly when operating in that Gauteng space. You've also got the likes of Joburg Water and others. Do you work in quite close collaboration? Do you share data? And if so, again, how do you go about sharing big data across platforms?
No, true. I think we do collaborate a lot with Joburg Water as well as Magalies Water, which is one of the water board. But however, in terms of sharing information, it's very important when we're planning so that we understand which other services are running in that area or in our areas of supply. If there's any interconnectivity connectivity of some of these services. So there's that platform that allows us to even have engagement in terms of our infrastructure as well as their infrastructure, and then share ideas in terms of how are they running things and how are they managing the infrastructure versus what we're doing in-house.
You've come down to the conference. You're a veteran. You've been coming since 2019, which suggests to me, even with COVID, you've probably been to 4 of these or so.
Actually, even before COVID.
Even before COVID. There we go.
Actually, it's not 29. I think it's way before that. So I've been around for some time.
Okay, so you're part of the furniture here.
Yes.
Tell me, what is it that you've noticed in this conference space? The changes, the type of presentations that you've been seeing, the inspiration that you're possibly taking, and what maybe you've seen over the last 24 hours.
Oh, wow. I think the issue of the AI, the predictive tools that is coming, and the integration of other applications with GIS. I think that is one of the most interesting things that I've seen. And I've noticed that GIS has a lot of capabilities. There was a presentation that was done with regards to AI, and I just look at it and I was like, I saw which we can get to that level at Randwater, wherein we've got these tools that are able to predict when the next best will be in our pipeline, where should be the next maintenance be in our infrastructure. So those are some of the tools that are, or the technology that I've seen within the conference.
I suppose if we look at the challenges, and I'm thinking of Johannesburg, and I know it's a joint operation there between yourself and Josie Water, but I'm guessing a lot of it is going to come down to the asset management plan and the renewal program that you put out. I would imagine there's a very strong use case for using that sort of AI to help you with that type of thing. Is that something that you're thinking about?
No, true, definitely. But I think my focus was mostly on the maintenance part of it, because our infrastructure is very old.
Yeah, for sure.
We've got infrastructure that have been around for 120 years. So you can imagine the challenges that comes with that kind of infrastructure. There's always there's always leaks in some of this infrastructure. There's a maintenance work that needs to be done. There's something that needs to be replaced. So if we can have a tool or an AI technology that will be able to give us some sort of predictive analysis in terms of where should be our next maintenance, if whether there would be a leak or a burst in a certain pipeline.
You head back to Joburg tomorrow. Are you here with any of your other colleagues or just yourself?
No. I'm here with my colleagues Serusha, Tshilande, as well as Snetemba. Yes, the GIS team.
Please travel safely back to Josie tomorrow and have a great evening tonight. Enjoy the time with your team and this amazing Esri community. And in the meantime, Unarine, thanks so much for spending some time with me, sharing your perspectives, and all the best for the rest of the conference.
Thank you so much. I will definitely enjoy. I'm going to dance now.
Now it's time to dance.
Now it's time to dance.
Watch this space. This is the veteran dancer that we're looking at here. No, seriously, have a great evening. All the best to you, Unarine.
Thank you so much.
All right. Cheers for now.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye-bye.